doing everything they can to prepare for potentially what's ahead. We want to get right to next weather. Chief Meteorologist and Hurricane Specialist Ivan Cabrera. Ivan, you can feel it. It's just sort of ominous in the air.
It is going to be a dangerous storm, no question about it here. And so much for going through, this hurricane season without an impact in Florida. This is going to be a huge impact, not for us in South Florida, but for our good friends along the Gulf Coast, from Tampa, I'd say up towards the Big Bend. That's where the landfall is expected as we head into the middle part of the week, and not as a tropical storm, which is where it is right now, still at 70 miles an hour, but as a hurricane, and a major one at that, of Category 3. You can already see the rainfall out ahead of it. We don't have to wait for the center to get impacts here in South Florida. I think we'll get them as early as tonight in places like the Keys, with some squally bands that are going to be moving through and some gusty winds, but the bulk of it really will arrive for us tomorrow. From the National Hurricane Center, these are the alerts. We are still in our area looking at a tropical storm watch from the 7 Mile Bridge towards Key West, including Key West. That could be upgraded to a warning. The watch just means tropical storm conditions are possible within the next 48 hours. So we'll keep that going here, and we'll begin to see, I think by the 11 p.m. package, they'll have to upgrade that to a warning. There's the track, and the only thing that's changed, really, the cone itself has it. It's the intensity, because we're looking at the same models. The Hurricane Center is very aware of what is happening here with the sea surface temperatures, not just at the surface, but deep, warm water, which is the fuel for these storms to rapidly intensify. Most category high-end 3s, 4, 5s have rapid intensification. They don't gradually progress to that. They just jump categories here in just a matter of hours, and that's likely what's going to happen, unfortunately, here with Idalia, as then eventually it goes off towards the east, and Bermuda may get in on it. And by the way, just a quick update on a major hurricane. This is a 145-mile-an-hour hurricane that is continuing to move to the north. Just perfect symmetry here. We're just so fortunate this is moving to the north and not to the west. That would be obviously a huge problem. There is the cone as it takes it away, safely away from Bermuda. We have the hurricane hunters. All the planes have been flying into the system, but also sampling the atmosphere around, because we need to know what it's going to be encountering here. So you get that lawnmower pattern here. That's the one that has that's the jet, the Gulf that flies into the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. One of the things that has been inhibiting rapid development, which will go away, is the wind shear. We've had some gusty northwest winds top the system, and that's why it's prevented the thunderstorms from really wrapping around the center of circulation and getting something going here. But we're expecting that as we head through the next few days to change. And then, of course, there's the sea surface temperatures here. We've been talking about it all this season, how not just warm, but record warmth. All right, so let's put this into perspective as far as our local weather here. Again, as I mentioned, squally bands already increasing for tonight, expecting Key West, where you saw Ted there. That's going to be, gusty. One of the nights, you don't want to be out and about, but folks will be doing that. Not dangerous winds per se yet. But then tomorrow, as these outer bands, and look at how far away from the center is, this arm of rain and wind that's going to be pushing in, that's the one that could create wind gusts in excess of 40, 50 miles an hour. And even in Miami, we're looking at some very strong winds in the gusts, in the bands. We're not going to get sustained winds between them like that. That's not in the cards for us, thankfully, with the storm. And then by Wednesday, still some gusty winds, still some squally weather, but then it begins to pull away. By the way, the storm surge aspect of it is going to be a huge deal for the West Coast. For us, it's going to be some minor saltwater flooding there with 1 to 2 feet. And as far as the rainfall, not expecting much. It's not the accumulation, the amount of rainfall that's going to be coming at us here. It's how it arrives, and it will arrive in those bands with some gusty winds. But I'm not expecting any big flooding concerns, save for some training storms that could move south to north. So we'll watch for that closely for tomorrow. And then the rest of the week, we'll see some improvement here as the winds begin to die off by late Thursday, heading into Friday. Weekend looks good. Only about 40 to 50% chance of afternoon storms.